Okay, Shabab, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back again. So, this is lecture number 6. Last week we finished the major phase. We spoke about sampling and how to take the sample and which ways you have to follow in order to take the sample. And we also spoke about MSA, which is a major system you need to use, which is a decimal number. It is important for you, you can go for it. If it is not important, you can ignore it and go for the other one. Also, we talk about the process capability. We calculate the Z level, which is a Six Sigma level, and also we calculate the OPU. So today we will move to the analyze phase. You remember this one, guys? We talked about in the first lecture. This is we call it the mechanism for dealing with the problem, and we said why it's a problem, X is the root cause for the problem. So the whole concept of analyzing or analyze phase is about to finding or to determine or to identify the X. So we will talk about how to find the X, how to identify the X. So X, basically it's a root cause. Okay. So let us go for how to find X. There is many ways to find the X or to find the root cause. Okay. Basically we have two ways. If you have a data, there is a data, we will use something called data door approach. This is if you have a data. Okay. If you don't have a data, we will use something called a process door approach. So process door approach, that means you don't have data. So if you don't have data, we will use something we call it brainstorming. I think many of you knows or at least they heard about brainstorming. We will discuss in details what is the brainstorm. If we have data, there is a data, and we need to identify the axis through this data. From this data, we need to come out with the axis, with the root cause for this data. We will use something called the 7 tools of quality. So what is the 7 tools of quality? We will know there is a 7 tools. We will use it in order to identify the X, in order to get X, okay? And we have something called root cause analysis. So basically root cause analysis, we will not talk about, like we will put it like brainstorming as a subject, and then we will talk about root cause analysis. No, root cause analysis during our explanation for the brainstorming, for the 7 tools of quality, for the multi-voting, during the explanation, we will explain the root cause analysis, because the root cause analysis, it's something shared between all these types of identifying the X. All these tools, actually, in the end of it, you need to analyze the root of cause. So we will not speak about as a subject, a different subject or the separate subject, but during our explanation, you will know what is the root cause and how you will how you will analyze the root cause. Okay. So first of all, we need to start with the brainstorming. So what is the brainstorming? Brainstorming, actually, it's a method to gather a lot of ideas, different ideas in a small amount of time. So brainstorming, it's about gathering people. Okay, we will talk about right now how many people from 6 to 12. So these people, they should be from different background, from different business, so they will give you different ideas about the problem, different ideas about identifying the axis. So during the brainstorm, there is a many things you need to do, and then many things you have to avoid. Okay, because in the multi-voting, we will talk about, maybe it will be similar like brainstorming, but there is a little bit different. So you need to take care, don't mix it together. So during the brainstorming, you need to select the audience carefully. What means audience? Means your team. The people you are gathering to make the brainstorm. You have one problem. You need to get the root cause for this problem. So in order to get the root cause for this problem, we will tell you, gather people from different backgrounds, from different experience level, from different knowledge level, set together, and they will give you their ideas. They will give you their what is the potential X from their mind or from their perspective. So they will give you ideas, and you will come up with many X's. So there is a potential X's, there is a many X's. Okay, you will use it until you reach the confirmed X's, which is the main root cause. We spoke about before. There is a many root cause, okay, and there is a one root cause. It's a main. Like for example, we will know later. There is a something we call it 6M's. 6M's. It's like one of them. It's culture, material, or machine. So inside the machine, there is a many small root cause. This is, we call it the potential axis. But what is the main cause? This is the one, material. So later on we will see. So in order to reach this point, you need to select your audience, your team members very carefully. Okay, and never allow any one of them to control or dominate the session. So in the brainstorming, nobody should dominate and nobody should control the session. Each one of the brainstorming team, he should have equal amount of time to speak. So even that, you need to encourage them to speak. Even them, you have to encourage them to give you the idea from out of the box. So whenever you have idea out of the box, it will be very good for you in order to identify the X's. Also, you need to give every one of them opportunity to speak and write down each idea they will come out with. So there is no criticism of idea. Just be careful here. There is no criticism. There is no any kind of criticism for any kind of idea. But later on, there is another type of brainstorming. We will allow to criticize the ideas. So here, don't allow. It's not allowed even to criticize any type of idea, and even you need to select your audience very carefully. No one should dominate or no one should control the session. You need to encourage them to have idea and to get idea from out of the box. Okay, so who is behind the brainstorm? We call him, there is a one scientific, we call him Alex Osborn. So Alex Osborn, who is the one who came up with the idea of brainstorming in order to get the to the root cause or the axis. So basically, brainstorming is a small group of people with different background, as I mentioned, from 6 to 12. So from 6 to 12, this is the number of the group. You remember we have a focus group. Focus group, they used to be from 4 to 12. So this you need to be careful. And brainstorming from 6 to 12. Okay, this is just to remind you. Brainstorming is one of the most popular technique used in the field of innovation and problem solving. As I mentioned, many of you maybe he use it definitely use a brainstorm in order to get a solution for your problem. Many of them knows maybe in a particular subject, particular name, there is a brainstorming. We are going to do brainstorming in order to fix this one. But some people, they are doing the brainstorming, but they doesn't know what they are doing is a brainstorming or something else. So characterized by reaching the solution and short time through the diversity of the audience. Okay, it is meaning of group individual which deserve specialization in the company, and unless they are minding and launching the largest possible number of ideas. So the whole meaning of this word is, once you gather your people from the same company but different backgrounds, they will give you many ideas. They will give you many proposal for the topic or the product that you are discussing. All the idea are received. So no matter how the difficult or easy or whatever the idea it used to be. So we will take it as very important idea. We will take it and then we will implement it. Maybe it will be good for us. Maybe it will solve some problem. So the problem present in an informal manner to avoid distraction. What means, we will take the idea. We will take the access, potential access that is coming from the brainstorming or from particular idea. We will implement it. So in the improve phase, we will learn how to implement the idea. We will implement the idea not in the whole or in the big scale. We will implement it in the small scale. As I mentioned before, the coronavirus or corona vaccine, when it has been developed and they want to test it, they test it only on 2 or 3 people who is donate to take this vaccine. After finish from this small group of people, and then they implement it for the big scale. So here we will use the same concept. We will take the idea, okay, we will implement it in a small scale, and once we have the good result for this axis or the root cause, then we will implement it in the big scale. So also there is no leader. Okay, all group is equal, all the member are equal. They have to take equal time in order to speak. There is a many type of how they will allow them to speak. We will discuss it right now. So there is a condition in order to have a successful brainstorming. First of all, it is not allowed to criticize, as we mentioned, the idea of other, no matter how the weak or you maybe you think it is not like addressing the main root cause. So anyway, you have to take it, because what as we mentioned, the people you are selected, they are from different background. They have different level of knowledge. So maybe the one who is in the bottom, he will give you idea, even the one who is the top you didn't think about. So no matter what the idea is coming out, you have to take it and you have to consider it, and you have to give it some kind of priority. So everybody has the freedom to forward his idea without any restriction or condition. Okay. Enable everyone to participate to get the large number of ideas. So in order to gather a lot of ideas, big number of ideas, you have to give them free will to speak in order to get the big number of ideas. So there is no objection to build ideas. Some of come up with another or new idea. You can build your idea upon someone else's idea. and you can try to develop the same idea. This is also is allowed during the brainstorming. We call something we have something called reserve brainstorm, which is same idea but it's opposite than the normal brainstorming, but there is a little bit different. So here we need the collect idea and allow to criticize. So here criticizing is required or it is allowed. Allow anybody to criticize another idea. So if Ahmed he came with the idea in the normal brainstorming, Nawaz he don't have or he should not criticize Ahmed idea. But in the reverse brainstorming, now he can criticize Ahmed idea and he can even build in the idea and he can try to develop the same idea that Ahmed came with. Okay. So the identifying the negative about the idea and discuss way overcome this negative. So this is the same concept. If the criticize the ideas sometimes is more useful. So someone he came with the idea, but the idea he came with needs some development, needs some criticizing in order to put it in the same or in the correct direction. So once another guy he criticizes the idea, so it will be more useful, and then we can get develop idea to the same idea. It will be more good for that. Okay, that there are negative or this reason represent what is the obstacles being real cause. What is mean? The negative idea or the negative reason has been represented in the other side, in the other side, it will be more useful to get the real cause from that idea. So basically, this is one of the good thing in reverse brainstorming, which is criticize. So criticizing the idea is not allowed in the normal brainstorming, but criticizing the idea is allowed in the reverse brainstorming. Okay. So there is three methods of doing the brainstorming. We have something called free will. Free will means everyone he can speak. There is no any kind of arranging. This one first, this one second, this one third. No, anyone in that moment, when the people are speaking in that moment, he came up with the idea. So he need to put it in the table immediately. So there is no any restriction. We call it free will. There is something else, or second one, we call it round robin. Round robin means there is a turn for everyone. So we will give 5 minutes to Bali. He will explain his idea. We'll give 5 minutes to Majid, for example, and then 5 to Sayyid, 5 to Ahmed, 5 to Nawaz, and so on. So there is the same like the parliament. In the parliament, there is a 15 minutes for each member. So here we will use the same. The last one or the third, we call it the card method. Card method, we will use it. For example, if we are addressing the issue or the problem of employee retention. There is an employee are resigning. The number of employee resigning from particular department are increasing. Okay, and we are in the brainstorming discussing this problem. We need to get the root cause for this problem. And you have 2 or 3 members from the same department, and their manager, he also has been selected to be in the brainstorming group. So these 2 guys from the same department, they will not have the free to speak. So they will be a little bit afraid because the manager he is present. So if the root cause is the manager himself, he is the one who is representing the root cause. If you move this guy from this department it will go well. So the root cause for the problem is the manager himself. and the manager and his 2 or 3 from his team, they are presenting in the as they are member in the brainstorming. So in this case, you will never get the root cause. So what you will do in this case? In this case, we will use the card method. Card method means we will give paper to each member of the team, and he will write his own idea about the potential X or the root cause for this problem. And in that time, because there is no any name in the paper, he will write in the paper or collect all this paper, put it in the table, and then you can discuss it one by one, and you will find the root cause for this problem is the manager himself. So this is one of the way to manipulate and get another idea of brainstorming in order to avoid some kind of embarrassing, some kind of what we call it, maybe they will fight each other during the brainstorming. So this is the 3 ways of using the brainstorming in order to get or to identify the X's. Okay, guys. Secondly, we have the 7 tools of quality. So actually, what is the 7 tools of quality? From where it's coming? 7 tools of quality. There is a Japanese warrior. So his name is Binky. So Binky, what he used to do? He used always to win any war that he is participating on. So he is having 7 weapons actually. So this 7 weapons is not really a weapons. It's not like guns or tank or F-16. No, it's about 7 ways of calculating, 7 ways of analyzing. Okay, so he used to do it before entering any war. He will make analyze, and the end of that analysis, he will get like the result. If he participate in this war, in this battle, he will win with which rate successful? 60% he will win or will lose, 40% he will lose, 80% he will lose. So from that 7 quality or 7 tools of quality, he will get the final result of his analysis. So he will decide whether he will go for this battle or no, he will not participate in this battle. So he used to do this one every time before he is starting the war, before he is starting the battle. So every time the success being in his side. So we use the same 7 tools in the quality in order to get the root cause, in order to get which is the main root cause of a particular problem. So we will use it, and we will go through these 7 tools of quality one by one. But for this time, we will go for the first one. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will discuss the other one. First one, we have something called the fishbone diagram. Second one, we have histogram. Histogram, many of you they are using, but maybe they doesn't know the name. We have something called scatter plot. We have Pareto analysis. We have the flow chart, which is the process map. We have something called the check sheet, and finally we have the control charts or control chart. So for today, we will discuss only the fishbone diagram. So what is the fishbone diagram? You remember, guys, in lecture one, we spoke about the Six Sigma. It's about visual analysis methodology. What that means? Visual means whenever you look to the screen, you can identify the root cause for that particular problem. So how does it can be? It can be through one of these 7 tools of quality. Today we will see we will discuss the fishbone diagram. Fishbone diagram, one of the most effective tools. Fishbone diagram, it will give you more than 50% of the root cause of the problem. If you are using the 7 tools, only the root cause will give you 50, and the other 6, it can give you the other 50. So it is very important. We need to understand it very well. This is very effective tool. You can use it during your job, and you can use it even after going back to home. If you have some kind of problem inside your home, you can use it. It's very effective, and it is very useful for everyone. So basically, it's analyze tool provide systematic way of looking and affecting the root cause, contribute to the effect. By this way, we will not understand. Okay, we will explain it in the Excel sheet. But first of all, we need to know what is the 6M. So the potential X, there is a categorized under 6M. The potential X, when you are using the fishbone diagram, it has to be one of these 6Ms. What means 6Ms? 6Ms means the mother nature. Okay, we have the measurement, we have material, we have the machine, we have the method, we have the manpower. What that means? What means mother nature? What means by measurement? What is the material, and what is the machine, and what is the method and manpower? This is 6 categories, 6 factors. Your problem or your X will not be out of this 6. So you have to consider this 6. You have to put down the root cause that you came up from the data analyzing or from the brainstorming. You make the brainstorming, and there is, for example, 16 or 17 X's coming from the brainstorming. Now we need to know which one of these 16 is the main root cause for the problem. Then you can use the fishbone diagram. Whether your problem is the mother nature, we will explain it now, or in the measurement, or in the material, there is a issue with the material, or with the machine, or the process, we call it the method, or the manpower. Okay, let me explain it, and then we will go back to these slides. The manpower is a personnel. What we mean by manpower is the personnel or the employee. Potential cause related to the people issues, including different of way of people performing the task. So, for example, if you have, for example, a shipment you want to deliver. So, stages of delivering the shipment is going from level to level. For example, the sales, he will ask you to deliver this material. He will send an email to the storekeeper. Storekeeper, he will issue the invoice, and then he will delegate it to the supervisor. The supervisor, he will delegate it to the labor, and labor, they will load the material on the truck. So these three levels of getting the shipment loaded. In these three levels, one of them will be a root cause for some kind of problem. So the manpower can be one of these 3 levels. It can be from the storekeeper level, or from the supervision, or even from the labor. So this is, we call it the manpower. The manpower is the total group, the total team of your delivery team. The issue can be in one level of these 3 levels. We have something called method. Method means the process or the procedure. Any potential cause related to an effective process or procedures or policy or their implementation. So sometimes you have a process, you have a good process, you have a good procedure, but it is not implemented. So if it's not implemented well, so the result will be definitely unsatisfied. So this is what we call it the method. Method means the process or the procedure or the policy or what each one of them if it is not implementation. So your root cause, the potential cause can be one of these method. Number three, we have machine. Machine means equipment. If you are using some kind of machines, for example, for the delivery, you are using, for example, the truck. Truck can be equipment, can be machine. If you have any defect, if you have any kind of error inside that machine, this is one can be one of the root cause for the problem. For the example, there is a delay on the delivery. So delay on delivery can be on the one issue related to the machine, one issue related to the trucks itself. Okay. Number three, we have the material. Material means input, prior or output. What means? For example, at the factory, they have a raw material. They will put the raw material in the machine. So from the machine, it has to be output. So if you have any kind of waste, any kind of defect, any kind of error inside that machine, this can cause you a problem. So your problem may be in the machine or sorry, in the material that you are or the raw material that you are putting as an input to the machine, and the machine, the output will be having a defect. That means you have problem in the material itself, in the raw material itself. Number five, we have the measurement system. Any kind of measurement system you are using in order to, for example, to measure the final product before you are delivering to the customer. So measurements, any potential cause is related to different in how data are collected or measured, or you can apply it to the, for example, machine. You can apply it for the delivery. You can apply it for example, in Redwing before. Sorry, after they are requesting material from outside, before releasing from the custom, they will go for the test. They will take a sample, one or two shoes. They will test it, and they will give you a result. Whether they can release this shipment or not. So this is one type of the measurement. If there is any issue in the measurement system, any issue in the testing system in the laboratory, then you will get different kind of result, and then that means maybe you have a problem in the measurement system, and this is the root cause will be on the measurement system. We have the measure nature. Measure nature means the environment. Any potential root cause related to uncontrollable external or environmental condition. For example, the tsunami. If you are in Japan, for example, the tsunami, it cannot be controlled. For example, what we are facing now, it's coronavirus. Also, this is cannot be controlled. There is no 100% control on the coronavirus. So this is also can be one of your root cause for some kind of problem. If we take example for the delivery, you have 2 or 3 delivery today, but 50% of your team they have positive test for coronavirus. What that means? That means you are working only 50% of your total manpower. Then sure you will have short on the delivery, and this is, we call it the mother nature or the environment or something externally you cannot control. Okay, this is the 6 M's. So this is the way of the fishbone diagram. The fishbone diagram, It will be like this. In the top here, it will be the problem, the y itself. Here will be the method. Here will be the manpower, for example. Here will be the management. Can be here or can be here, can be here, whatever. This is up to you. You can put the measurement here, you can put it up. It's up to you. But it has to be 6 of them in the same diagram. We have the material, we have the machine. What we will do? Let us take this sample. We have one example here. We have this Y, which is a low productivity. Okay, guys, we have a low productivity in this company or this factory or whatever. We made brainstorming. We come up with this potential axis. There is a 16 axis here. There is a bad weather. There is no proper planning. Break time is more. We have input material. We have none available or material not available. Lack of knowledge, absent, lack of communication, lack of skills, and so on. So we have this 16 potential axes. So from where we get this potential axis or potential root cause, we get it from the brainstorming. We selected 6 to 12 employees. They sat together in the conference room, and we told them we have low productivity, and you need from you to give us the potential root cause, the potential X based on your ideas, based on your experience, based on your knowledge about this issue. So they came up with these ideas or with this root cause, 16 root cause, and then your job here to tell us which is the categories for this root cause, whether it's a problem mother nature. So, for example, this is bad weather. Bad weather, we said bad weather, that means mother nature. Correct, guys? This is environment. This is bad weather, means environment. Okay. There is no proper planning. Proper planning means process, procedure. That means a method. Okay. The break time is, let me make it a little bit big. Break time is more, means measurement. Okay. Input material, this is related to material. Non-available material also is related to material. So lack of knowledge, absent, lack of communication, lack of skills, supervision, lack of training, lack of motivation. This is all, it's come under the categories of the manpower. Okay, we have a machine fault. We have power failure. No SOP to operate the machine. No following the step or process. So this is all fall on the categories of the machine. Okay, guys. Now, the second thing you need to tell us which one you are controlling, which one you cannot control. So this mother nature, this is, you can control the mother nature? No, you cannot control, because today is we have coronavirus. Tomorrow it doesn't have which virus they will come. So you cannot even control. But the method, okay, the process or the procedure, you can control. We have some kind of issue in the measurement. Yes, we can control. For example, you have absent. Some people, they are absent. So here you can control some of them, you cannot control some of them. So here you have to tell us, if you control all of them, yes, you can put control here. If you don't control all of them, you have to put no, I cannot control. There is a lack of communication. Yes, can be controlled. You make a training. Lack of skills, need training. No supervision support, need training. Lack of training, also need training. So this is can be controlled. This is lack of motivation. Here can be controlled. It depends on you. You have a good leader, a good manager. He can motivate these guys. If yes, tell us yes. If it's no, tell us no. By the way, this is, guys, it depends on you. No one here will tell you this is control or not control. You are the one who will evaluate whether this problem, whether this root cause can be controlled or not can be controlled. Okay, so once we're done this one, you need to come up to the fishbowl. Now I will make it a little bit small. Here you need to draw the fishbowl. And by the way, you are yellow belt. You are not required here to build the fishbone diagram. The one who will build the fishbone diagram is the green belt and black belt and higher. So here, just we will give you the mechanism of building the fishbone diagram. So you will have the idea. Then when you go to the green, you will have the more idea, and you have the basics, so you can drive smoothly. So here, as we mentioned, we put the y, which is the problem we are going to solve. So y here, it's supposed to be here, which is a low productivity. So the low productivity, we put it in the head of the fishbowl. Okay, and then you will come to distribute the 6 M's. We have the manpower, we have the machine, mother, material, measurement, and we have the method. Okay, guys. So here one recommended thing you need to do. This is a normal insert. You will come here, insert, for example, shape. Insert, for example, this shape. This shape you can insert it here. This is the same. But here we will tell you one technique. So this is the manpower. What is the root cause falling on this category? Okay. How many root cause? Maybe 9. Yes, there is a 9. This is manpower. We have manpower here. All this is a manpower. So you need to take, for example, this manpower. No following, you need to take it from here and put it here. So here we will tell you, don't type or don't take, like, for example, copy and paste it here. Edit text. Don't do like this. Why? Because during your work in the green, you will have, for one problem, maybe 9 to 12 fishbone diagram. Imagine, from 1 to 12 fishbone diagram, you have to do it for only one Y. Okay, this will take time. So this is a wasting time. Every time you change here, you will take it, copy and paste. No, what we will tell you, just use this technique. Make equal to this cell. Enter. Sorry. Just equal to this cell. Come on. We write it here. Equal this cell. So whenever you change here anything, automatically it will be changed here. So here in the fishbone diagram, you no need to change anything. No need to type anything. Just put it automatic. Once you change from here anything, immediately it will be changed in the fishbone diagram. Okay, guys. So here in this example, we have the manpower. How many root cause we have to the manpower? We have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. All of them here, we put it in the fishbone diagram. Come up to the machine. How many X we have to the machine? Machine, we have 2 X's. How many X's we have to the mother? On mother nature, we have only 1. So how many method we have? How many X we have for the method? We have 2. For the measurement, we have 1. For the material, for example, we have 1. So now if I ask you, what is the root cause for the low productivity here from this drawing in front of you? Come on, guys, I need to hear your voice. Yes, good. Nawazi came up with the correct one. The issue here is the manpower. Why the manpower? You have 9 X's in the manpower. That means you need to fix only the manpower, then get your low productivity fixed. This is what we mean by visual. Yes, this is what we mean by visual analysis. Once you look to the fishbone diagram, immediately you can realize and identify the root cause. From this picture, the root cause is the manpower. Why it's the manpower? Because we have more than X is more than any one of the 6 M's. The most problem we have in the manpower. So you need to fix the manpower, and then you get your low productivity has been solved. So here, for example, we have 9 impact. Okay, 9 impact, which is a 9x. How many of them we are controlling? We are control 7. So that means high impact and high control. Okay, which is mean there is a high impact and high control. So your x's here can be easy to eliminate, and your y will be easy to fix. For example, here in the machine, how many impact we have? We have 2. How many we are controlling? We are controlling 1. So this is, it will be low impact but high control, because only 2. And so on. You will have 2 impact, 2 control. There is a 1 low impact, low control. You have 1 impact and 1 control. There is low control, low impact and high control. So this is the fishbone diagram. This is what you need to know about the fishbone diagram. You are not requested in the yellow build to build the fishbone diagram. Just you need to have the idea about how to build the fishbone diagram, but you are not requested to do it in this build. Okay, so this is the same what we are explaining in the Excel sheet. So there is a step 1. You have to bring up the problem identifying the defined stage, which is you get it from the defined stage, which is here, which is the main y. So the main y, from where we get the main y? We get it from the defined. Since the defined stage, if you remember with the defined, we work the problem statement. So we get the defined stages, which is the y. Then you will put the y here. The y is coming from the defined phase. You will put it here. Okay. Second, place the 6M. You will place it here. This is the 6M. Okay. And 6M on the drawing. Then third steps, put the possible reason under the each heading. From where we come up with this reason? From the brainstorming, as we said. So this is what we have for today. Okay, guys, it's clear. Fishbone diagram is clear, because this is the main thing in the analyze. This is the main thing. As I mentioned, the fishbone diagram, it will give you more than 50% of the axis of the root cause. So if you are understanding well, that means any problem you will face, if you use the fishbone diagram, it will give you 50% of the root cause. Even if you have the 50% of the root cause, no need to go for other 6 tools of quality. You can use only the brainstorm, and you can come up with a good idea to fix the y and the main problem.
Very clear, yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, welcome. Nawaz is saying this is method time consuming. Yeah, time consuming, because no need to go for the 6 M's. For example, sorry, for the 7 tools. We said there is a 7 tools of quality. As we mentioned, we have 7 tools. Correct? Where is that 7 tools? Yeah, we have 7 tools. This is 7. If 50% of the root cause coming only from the fishbone, so don't waste your time for the other 6. You can get 1 or 2 in order to confirm this 50%. So no need to go for the rest of the 7 tools quality, since you have 50% of the root cause. Okay, guys, all is clear?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, see you.
Thank you, Badr.
You are welcome. You are welcome.